Good morning. It is day 101. I gotta watch the sunrise this morning right over Mount Shasta. This camp spot was amazing. It was so quiet. There were no deer around. There are no streets for bad guys to walk down. Yeah, I slept in though today. I'm leaving about an hour later than usual. It's like 6:30, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that I'll be doing more hiking today in the sun and the heat. But that's okay. I mean, an hour later still. Yesterday I passed like 5 people because a lot of folks don't leave until like 7 a.m. And I don't know, I can never leave that late. So anyways though, I'm like, oh, it's okay to leave later in the morning. It's not like I'm behind. But anyways, slept really well. I'm gonna wear my sun shirt today because I got quite burned yesterday, and so I'll wear this. Hopefully my burn will tan soon, and then hopefully I can get back into my tank top. I enjoyed wearing the tank top. It's just way more mobile and breezy. But I go back and forth with the conundrum of, not letting my skin get so much sunlight because I already have a lot of spots and freckles on my shoulders. And, I don't want to harm myself. But on the other hand, I don't know, my whole life I've always never worn sunscreen or I don't wear long sleeves in summer, so I tan really easily, but I don't know, I guess I'm just trying to think about my health for the long term and not just right now. So might be wearing tank tops. I'll do better, try to do better wearing sunscreen. Anyways, 101 days out here, that's nuts. I don't think I'll see it. Yesterday was cool because I kept leapfrogging with Cherry and Cheeky. I haven't seen Cherry and Cheeky since the Sierras. And then I met another guy named Wrench who started to walk with them. And we leapfrogged all day, which was really cool. But they went like 5 miles further up. And they do longer miles than I do. Like, they're regularly doing 30s and I am not. So I don't know if I'll see them again for a while. But it'll be interesting to see if folks come up behind me today because, Kara and Luke are ahead of me, that dude is ahead of me. So the people who are behind me right now would be Ankles in 007. There's a chance they could catch up with me today. Sarah and Darren are behind me, but they're, I think, not even leaving today. Maybe if they are leaving from Mount Shasta today, they said they're not going to get into Etna until Monday, so they can take the Monday bus. That's a little bit of the other thing that's going on. Like, it's been a lot of coordination and logistics right now because we still need to skip from Etna to Sayad Valley because the PCTA still recommends to skip that section. They don't update it often, so it's hard to know if, you could do it. For sure, though, there's 12 miles of the actual trail that is closed. So you could either figure out how to get a ride around those 12 miles, go to this campground and then do some road walking. You can road walk all of it, which is 60 miles. Or if it's Monday and Thursday, you're really lucky because you can get a bus ride from Etna to Wairika. And then on Mondays and Thursdays, Wairika will give a bus down to Sayad Valley, or up, I guess. And if it's not Monday and Thursday, then there's not a bus that takes you to Sayad Valley. So I'm having to rely a bit on Trail Angels because I will be there on the weekend, and I've heard that some of the Trail Angels, though, are asking for $200. Yeah, which is just really expensive, and hopefully I can find a group of people who are also trying to go around the same time I'm going, or the next day. I don't know. I have no idea how that's all going to shake out. But essentially, I am going to for sure skip Etna to Sayad Valley because I'm not doing a 60-mile road walk, and it seems like it would be just as hard to get someone to take me to the campground so I could just skip the 12 miles or something. I'm not sure. The easiest option is to go around it, and that's the PCTA recommendation, so I don't feel like I'm not just skipping miles to skip miles. yeah, so anyways, that's going to take a lot of planning and coordinating. I guess there's not good service near Etna, so even getting a ride into Etna can be stressful. So yeah, trying to be texting people now. One guy has said that he got his shuttle bus back and he can give me a ride, but I just want to go in a group because I don't want to pay $200, but we'll see whatever happens. So over the past couple of days, I've gotten way more into listening to podcasts. So I learned that Amy Poehler has a podcast, and I listened to like 5 or 6 of her episodes. And then I also listened to Pod Save the People. That's like one of my favorite podcasts. I don't really miss a week of that. I think then I listened to an episode of Stuff You Should Know or This Day in History, maybe both. If you have any podcast recommendations, feel free to throw them out there. Text me or send me a specific episode. I will listen to specific episodes. I would say right now I'm more interested in like learning about things, not particularly like science, tech, how does that stuff work kind of things. Nothing that would be too over my head. But I like learning about things. I like learning about the news or like what's going on in the world, like globally. And I don't know, I kind of like the feel goods. Like I used to really listen to Glennon Doyle's podcast or Mel Robbins or something like that podcast. So I also definitely do like the feel good, like self-help kinds, but I don't know, at least recently I've been enjoying more the style that's like interviewing people, like how Amy Poehler is doing, or like learning about something fascinating like food or nutrition or something. Anyways, if you have recommendations, send them my way. I might listen to them. But it's been interesting to be getting more into listening to podcasts. I don't know why. Well, when I listened to them yesterday, I felt like it helped time go by. But today I have listened to the few I had downloaded, and I feel like today is just going so slow. It's only 11 a.m. and I feel like it should be 2 or 3 p.m. I feel like I'm just moving slow. Like, I feel like I've only gone maybe 10 to 12 miles. I did start an hour later, but nonetheless, I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just going slow today, even though today's terrain is some of the most chill terrain. So anyways, and then I also was listening to music today after I finished the podcast. So yeah, kind of enjoying listening to things more. I haven't really done that the whole trail, only a few times. So yeah, kind of cool to just, I don't know, it makes me think of different things and listen to stories and helps pass the time, I guess. So yeah. Good morning, it is day 102, and today it is actually cold outside. I'm gonna put my gloves on after I'm done filming this. It's chilly. It's just before 6, so sorry, bushies. I'm going a little bit earlier than yesterday, which feels good. Yeah, there's been such an exciting update. So the Summit fire is like over 70% contained. Just a huge shout out, by the way, to the forest firefighters. Like they flew in a bunch of firefighters who do like specifically forest fire work. And you know, I don't know, I like got to meet a woman who used to be, I don't know the title, but she used to, for like 20 years, in Mount Shasta, drive the water tanks up the Forest Service roads for forest fires. And she told me about how she's been in circumstances where, also used a word I don't remember, but they would have I guess like a tractor of sorts up there as well, that would dig a big hole and circle, and people would have to go into it because of how close the fires got to them while they were out there fighting the fires. I never knew about something like that. So that's just to say, thank you so much to everyone who, like works in maintaining fires in the forest, because I think that must just be like so miserably hard and hot and incredibly important work. So thank you all. All of that is to say, the summit fire, as of this morning, is contained enough that the PCT has reopened. So I am no longer planning on skipping from Etna to Sayad Valley. I will hopefully be able to hike. The only thing that's going to stop me is if it is really smoky or if there's a lot of fire retardant. I don't think it's worth my long-term health to be breathing in smoke or chemicals if I don't need to. Otherwise though, yeah, I'm gonna do it. There are still smaller fires around, and so we're cautioned to be aware of that, and that those could turn larger any minute, of course. But yeah, I'm just really grateful. I mean, I'm really lucky. Literally, I'm gonna be getting in on a Saturday, and then I will be hopefully headed out on Sunday. With that being said, I'm a little annoyed because one thing about me is I'm gonna go to a bakery when I'm in town. The bakery in Etna. Someone going southbound told me about this bakery. They said, I was asking like, oh, we're in Mount Shasta, They're like, oh, honestly, the best place is Etna. So I've been so excited about Etna's bakery. And they're not open on Sunday. So I said, okay, that sucks because I'm going to get in Saturday afternoon. Well, then I learned they're open till 8 p.m. I said, okay, amazing, I'll go Saturday. But do you know what else Etna is doing? This weekend, they're doing a music festival in the park. So everyone's going to camp there, which is where the PCTers camp. It's fine, I'll share space, but might not have a lot of space. Sorry, I'm just like going over blowdowns. Oh, okay. There you go. Anyways, point being, I'm worried that all those MFers are gonna go to the bakery on Saturday and they're gonna be out of all their fresh baked goods by the time I get there, even though it'll be in the afternoon. They're open till 8. Maybe they make them all day long, but most bakeries, it's just a morning thing. So, that's my dilemma. People are trying to get between me and my baked goods, and it's gonna be fine. I know it. Not the end of the world. There'll be other bakeries, but okay. I just have to sit with it. I just have to make peace with it. I'll make peace with it. It'll be okay. Anyways, all right. Day 102. Aiming to get 25 miles today. I was really impressed with myself. Yesterday, I thought I only did 25. That was the goal, and I ended up doing 26.8, which was awesome. To go a little further. We'll see how I do today. Yesterday it was so easy. It was one of the flattest terrains that I've hiked on for a long time. Probably since Lassen, when I did that 30-mile day. So yeah, today it's a bit more up and down, but nonetheless I should be able to get 25 pretty easy. So all right, here we go. Entering Trinity Alps Wilderness, Klamath National Forest. I have to say, I think this has been pretty much my favorite day in NorCal. Peep the snow, real snow, and it's rocky, and I'm going uphill, and I mean, it's just, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. I love it. It is a little smoky, not too bad though. Yeah, I think this is called the Trinity Alpine Wilderness. I think that's what it was called. Anyways, I am loving it. The views today have been really amazing, and I'm just feeling really grateful because I feel like honestly, I've been giving NorCal a hard ass time because I hate NorCal. But yeah, no, this is kind of changing my perspective. I don't know if you can see it down there, but there's a little lake. I love it. Today's lunch, we got a peanut butter tortilla with some peanut butter crackers with a view. Smoke is quite bad. Oh, I feel like it doesn't look like it, but it's bad. I just saw a bear. Oh my gosh, I can see it still. I don't know. I reckon, let's see if I can get a picture of it. Nope. Well, that bear was definitely bigger than the first bear I saw. That's the thing though, they leave before, I mean, I only saw once again his behind, like the other bear, as he was walking off the trail. Ah, it is so smoky today. I don't feel like it looks like it, but it is smoky. And I've been coughing just a little. Even though the trail is open from Etna to Sayad, if it is smoky like this, I don't think I'll do it. Another couple, Sarah and Darren, I told them it's open and they said they heard it's still smoldering. They will still probably skip this section. I mean, yeah, let's see. So, yeah, that should give you an idea. It's quite smoky. Anyways, I had this like 2-mile climb up. Finally caught up with Big Mac. Haven't seen him since the desert. Caney Meadow South, actually. He's hiking with Crampa. They're both 2 old guys. They're cool. They're a little weird. Anyways, we thought we'd try to get to the top as high as we could. Hopefully with the air it'll blow out some of the smoke. But it's just like, I mean, it's bad up here. Anyways, I should be to camp in about 15 minutes. Might push on, I just can't decide. We'll see. Dinner tonight is cheap white chicken with a mayonnaise packet and some crackers crumbled on top. My bear hang was really bad tonight, I'll be honest. But it's better than nothing. There it is. And this is where I'm camping. Pretty nice. Fly graveyard. There's so many bugs tonight.